Okay, Ed Akehurst back again. We're going to show you how to use infinite business leads. These are all leads that are verified from Google. They're people that have listed their business and then verified that it's legitimate. So they're verified business leads, and Google typically charges, depending on the niche, typically between $1 and $2 per lead. And you're going to see how to get just about as many of these as you can handle. Okay, first thing, click the extension. The other video will show you how to get the extension installed and get it pinned up here. You'll need to log in. When you first get the extension, you'll use the email that you registered with and the passcode that you were emailed. And I'll show you one thing that you can do. You can add a Hunter or Toomba key. Our software does not give you email addresses. It gives you a bunch of other information, but not email addresses. If you want to do an email campaign, you'll need to add Hunter or Toomba. These are paid services, and you just put your key in there. I think they each have a free level where you can get so many per month. It's not very many. I think Hunter's 50 and Toomba's 300, or maybe I have that backwards. So you can use it a little bit, without paying for it. But for the most part, if you want emails, you're going to want to use one of these. Now, people have different experiences. My experience with Hunter is you get a lot of email addresses, but they're not very well verified, and there's a lot of just wasted email in there. Toomba does not provide as many email addresses, but my experience is they are much more accurate. So if they give you, 10 email addresses for a real estate brokerage, they're probably agents at that brokerage, whereas Hunter might give you 30 of them, and none of them are the people at the brokerage, or they're dead emails, or whatever. So that's just my experience. Training video, if you click this, you'll go to the video you're watching now. You can change your password. Don't cancel your account here. You can just email me at this email address. Actually, you won't see this email address. It's on your thank you page. Just email me or reach out to me, and I'll be happy to cancel if need be. The other thing that you can do is, let me close this out. You can send data to a webhook. Okay, so if you have a webhook where you're going to send it out to a text marketing campaign, for example, you could use Zapier and get a webhook URL. Maybe your text messaging software has a webhook URL, and you can put that there and send it straight out to wherever you want it to go, or you can just have it download as a CSV. I'm going to show you how to do this option today, and we'll just run it for 2 or 3 leads, and then I'll show you one that I actually completed as a search, so we can go through with the data you get. If you turn this on, it'll add your Hunter API. I don't have my Toomba, it looks like, in here, or it would give me an option for that as well. And I prefer Toomba, so I don't know why I'll have to go look, but that's fine. But you can add either Hunter or Toomba just by clicking that button, and it'll use those credits that you have and get you the email address as well. I'm going to leave that off for this example, and then download a CSV. So what you need to do before you hit confirm is you need to be a place where you can use it. So we're going to go to Google, and we're going to type in solar installers in San Diego. I think that's what I did my sheet on before. Okay, so solar installers in San Diego. All right, and you'll scroll down a little bit, and you want this area here where you've got these listings on the left, and it'll say more places, because we're actually going to Google Places. If you click here, you'll go to Google Maps. We want to go to Google Places, and you'll see we have everything here on the left. Get your leads now. It has access to the page. Do you want to get leads now? All you have to do is open that up and hit confirm. And what it'll do is start scraping. You can see leads collected 1, 2, and it's going to go right down the list. We've got 3 already, 4. Now, in Google, you have 10 people here, and you can access 10 pages. So you can get 100 leads. You can't scrape them unless you have a scraper like this, but you can see and write down or copy or screen share, whatever you want to do, have your VA copy the information and gather for 100 people. I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and it just automatically downloads the CSV once you're finished. I'm going to open one that I did earlier that you don't need to sit here and take the time to do, but this is the same one. You can see the name of the file is going to be Solar Installer San Diego. And you can see if they've taken an ad. Is it an ad placement, or is it actually in the listing? And let's see how many we have here. You only get 100 online. We scraped 253. There are 253 people verified in San Diego under the keyword solar installers. And you'll see you get whether they have an ad or not. Usually it's only the first two if there are any ads. You'll get their business name as it's registered in Google. The description is not usually there. Some locations will have one, some countries will have one. But one thing that's really good is you get the rating. Okay, you get the rating that they have for the. Let me show you this for the. You can see like here they've got 4.2 rating and they're 73. So that data comes into the file. And so, this person has 97 reviews, gets 5.0. This person has 49, 4.9. Some don't have any. If you're looking to get reviews for people that don't have any, maybe these are the ones you look for. Or if you have a system to increase reviews, maybe this guy with 9, you want to help him compete with guys that have, 747. He's doing pretty good in placement. He's in position 4, but my goodness, he could get up here probably with more reviews. So phone number, you'll get the phone number also. It'll just be in a digit. If you have a text marketing software that needs an additional thing like a country code, you'll need to manipulate this data. Almost all of them will have phone numbers. Very rarely does one come through without a phone number. And almost all of them will have an address. Very rarely does one not. City and state. In some countries, the street address will be broken down by street address, city, state, and zip. In some countries like the USA, it's all in one field right there. And you'll have their website that you can click and go see. So that's the data that you get. And of course, if you use your Hunter or Toomba keys, then you'll have, whoops, I don't know why those showed up. Then you'll have another column over here that will have the email addresses that it collected, and it'll collect up to the first 10 that are in the system for Hunter and Toomba for that business. If the business has more than 10, it'll just give you the first 10. If it has nothing, it won't give you one. And if it has more than 10, it'll just give you the first 10. Obviously, if it only has 2 or 3 or 1, it'll just give you those. So that's it. That's how it works. You could manually export this somewhere or give it to your sales team, your cold call team, whatever you have. You don't necessarily need to do that, though. If you remember, you can also just send it. See, it says done when it's done. You can also send it out to, when you get ready to run here, you can send it out to a webhook. If you want it to automatically go to a text marketing campaign, you could have it, as soon as you're finished within a minute, it'd be texting them or calling them or whatever you have in your system, your automation system. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any issues, let me know. We will need to, once in a while, Google makes a change, it breaks it. We just recode it, whatever the change might be, and we send you out a new file to install. So if you notice something not working properly, just hit us up in support. We'll verify it, we'll get it fixed, and get something right back out to you. Thank you.